Hi guys, EBP Man with Tablets for Me, and today we're going to do an unboxing of the Samsung Gear Fit. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look and see what's inside. Alright, so inside the box you have your Gear Fit. Okay, take a look at that in a couple seconds. You have a power charging cable, and it's standard, so it's using a micro USB. You have what looks like a little docking station. So it looks like this is where you charge your micro USB cable. Goes here, and this connects to the back of your Gear Fit. You have your instruction guide, or your health and safety guide, a little instruction guide as you can see here, and it looks like that's it. Nothing else. So let's take a look at starting up the Gear Fit and connecting it to our phone. So now let's take a closer look at the Gear Fit. As you can see here, one of the things that sets the Gear Fit aside from some of the other fitness bands is this curved shaped LED. It's actually a 1.84 curved Super AMOLED LED. It is I've seen these in the actual store. I'm going to turn this on for the first time with you, but it's absolutely stunning. It's gorgeous. The Gear is also IP7 certified for dust and water resistance. It's not waterproof, which means you wouldn't go swimming with it. But if you're outside, you're running in the rain, you shouldn't have a problem. I'm going to test mine. When I go to the club, I'll even take a shower with it and see what happens. We'll see how water resistant it is. It has an accelerometer, it has a gyroscope, and a heart rate sensor. And if we look here at the very bottom, you'll see, let's see if we can get that in right there. There's your heart rate sensor, and then here you have your charging port. And it does come with a little docking station that I showed you in the unboxing. Here is our little charging port, or docking station, if you want to call it something like that. All you do is you connect it right here like this, and then you snap in. Let's see, did I get that right? Let's make sure we align that. There you go. And you heard that kind of snap in, hopefully. You're done. So not a real big adapter, and then here you just plug it in. So most of these devices nowadays, they have some form of charging, especially to bring that water resistance in, so you really can't have a USB plug, but still, just a small adapter to carry with you if you think you're going to use up the battery. Speaking about battery, the battery, they're saying, and I still have to test this, that it's 3 to 4 days of low usage, almost up to 5 days you could get on this. We don't know yet, and it is using the what is called Bluetooth 4.0. So it's a newer version of Bluetooth. It does have interchangeable bands. So one of the things that we'll look at is at the band you have a nice little logo here, Samsung logo, and you can. It's very similar to my Fitbit. It kind of clasps the same way, and my Fitbit here actually comes apart from the inside, and this one is supposed to come off too. And you'll notice right there as I'm peeling it, it does open. So if you peel it back like this, here's your band, and then here's the actual device itself. Now, what I've seen is there's a lot of accessories going to be coming out for those of you who like bands of different colors, and I'll just go ahead and snap this on. It's pretty easy. Who like bands of different colors, who like, let's say, red, yellow, blue. There's even a lime color band available, and then there's some manufacturers are actually making some other bands that are available for the device. And what you can do with it is obviously change the colors if that's something that's important to you. It will track several things. It has several themes that we're going to be seeing on the actual watch face. And one of the things they did do is they improved it so that now you can view things this way, not this way when it comes to the date and time. So we'll see if that actually made it into this release. You will be able to see notifications on your Gear. So it's very similar to your original Gear and the Gear 2, so you'll be able to see an incoming call, text messages. It doesn't have a microphone, so you won't be able to do anything about the incoming call, but you will be able to once again see and answer so that your phone, when you do the answer, your phone will actually pick up. It has a fitness manager, so we'll see how the fitness manager works as we start using it. And it has a coach, so that as you're running or doing your exercise, it's keeping track of your heart rate, and it's telling you if you need to speed up or not. It also will be tracking ultimately also your sleep. I don't know if the sleep pattern compatibility or if they've introduced that already, but we'll see that once we start setting it up. So that was a quick intro and review. There's not a lot to it. You have your power button right here. You can see that right there. And then you just have it's very lightweight. It is larger. So if I take off, for example, this is my Fitbit, you'll notice that it is substantially larger than it, a little bit taller, obviously because of the screen. But it's using kind of a similar approach when it comes to the band. So let's go ahead and start it up and see how it works. All right, so let's go ahead and turn on the gear. Press and hold this button. Okay, there was a vibration. There you see it says Samsung Galaxy Gear or Samsung Gear. Same Samsung kind of colorful logo that we saw earlier. Now the first thing it wants us to do, and we'll highlight that, is to download the Gear Manager on your phone. So let's go ahead and do that. So in order to get the GearFit Manager, you have to go into the Samsung App Store. So I'm going into the Samsung App Store, and I'm going to look for the GearFit Manager. Once you go to the GearFit Manager, you basically tap it and install it. I've already done that, but I just wanted to show you where I found it. So now that I have installed it, and I'm going to go back into apps, what will happen is you'll see a little icon like that you see right there. Right, there's my GearFit Manager. I'm going to go ahead and launch it, and it looks like it sees my GearFit right there. I'm going to choose it, and it is starting to communicate with the GearFit. We'll turn it on and see if anything's happening. It's confirmed that it's been paired, and I'm going to hit OK. It has a passkey there that it's saying that confirm passkey. Okay, I'm going to say OK by tapping on that check mark, waiting for the confirmation from the actual Gear Manager. Okay, and it says the GearFit needs to be updated, so it looks like there's some type of update, so we'll do install. And it's connecting to the gear, and it's vibrating as it's doing this. And if you notice, it's actually taking an update. It looks like it's taking a Bluetooth update. See, and here you see the actual communication going on between the two devices. You can see that right there, connecting to GearFit, and it is downloading and updating. So that's not out of the ordinary. I found that several manufacturers, especially when they release product, these things are in boxes and in crates and on boats and on ships being sent to different parts of the world. So they may have improvements. One of the things I had mentioned, I hope one of the improvements is that you won't be forced to view the time, in this angle, which would make it a little bit difficult. So I saw where it was changed to kind of a horizontal as opposed to a vertical view. So we'll see if that's the case. But you'll see the update. I'm going to pause the recording, and then once the update is complete, we'll go ahead and resume. And you'll notice it's only 33%, but it is doing this upload via Bluetooth, and Bluetooth isn't the fastest. So let's get back to it in a second. So the update is now complete, and the gear is starting up again. And notice right here it says tap here to use location info on mobile device. I'm going to say yes. And on the phone, I have all these things I have to agree to. You agree to provide Samsung with error logs? Sure, why not? I understand, agree above terms. Hit finish. Alright, notice it's getting all my emails, it's syncing things really quick, and it's giving me an introduction of how to use the GearFit. So it's saying tap the back button to go back, basically swipe left, swipe right, press the home button, and I'll hit close. And here we have, again, the gear fit, and you'll notice, let's turn this on, absolutely stunning screen. Nice, beautiful color. Has the weather, has the time, and it has the date. And what we can do here is make some changes. So let's look at the styler. You can actually change the way things appear. So you can, looks like you can change the wallpaper. You can change the clock. Let's see what kind of options we have here on the clock. So here you have, again, dual time zone, single time zone, a pedometer clock. And it has different styles. So if I change it to this, you'll notice how it will change. All I do is just select the different clocks. It looks like it's downloading a clock, and now I have this clock. Doesn't look like it rotates, so maybe I'm going to be a little disappointed. Oh, but here's this clock here, which is good. So it's downloading, it looks like, from the internet, and now I have a clock that I can use this way. That makes me happy. Not the prettiest clock, but still, nevertheless, it's a clock that you can view in a different angle. You can go for this view as well, if this is something that's of interest to you. And you'll see that look right there. Or you can go with the standard look that we saw a couple seconds ago. It looks like there's some configuration options too, so you can determine if you want to show the date or not. And it may be that each one, so this one you can actually add a city. This one you can determine if you want to see events or not. The weather clock. So lots of different clocks. Layouts, other settings that you can play with here. Let's see what we have here. It doesn't look like. So it looks like you have Find Your Device. You have for sleep. We'll basically take a look at this, but it looks like this is the menu, and what you can do is you can change things around. So we'll go into a deeper view of what goes on. But if we press the gear now and we swipe, let's see what we see. So we have notifications, we have a media controller, we have our settings. So if I go into settings, I see my Bluetooth, my battery, my clock, wallpaper. It looks like what happens when I press the double tap. So either the pedometer or the heart rate takes place. Stopwatch, so you can control what that does. You have a profile, a privacy lock, and something to reset the gear fit, and information that you can get about the gear fit. And you can obviously swipe up and swipe down there. So we can get information about the gear fit. We'll do about. And it'll tell you the model number and the software number, I'm sure. We'll go back. And then you could find my device if you're not close to your phone, I guess. Stopwatch, sleep. So pedometer, exercise, and heart rate are intended for. What does this say? All right. So anyways, not a lot there, but what we'll do is we'll look at some of the configuration options. Just wanted to give you a quick view of the gear, and I'll be wearing it over the next couple of days, and then I'll also do a review of some of the settings that we have here once we get more in-depth information. Thanks again for watching. Please like the video and share it. If you have any comments or questions, leave them on the YouTube channel.